Okay, well, I just filmed a 10-minute video and realized that I was not recording. 3 months ago, I had a dream about a granny square. Hi, friends. Welcome to the Fabulous Empty Nest with me, your host, Angie. We are in base camp today, and I was starting to put some things away, and I thought, I'm just going to do a quick little video and say hi to everybody. I wanted to show off the sweater that I just finished and just chat for a little bit. I just heard the news about Dolly Parton and it makes me really sad. And I was just telling my daughter about my Dolly Parton story, which I'll tell you guys in a little bit. But anyway, I was going through my crochet bag and found this is my crochet notebook. And I came across a pattern that I've been working on. So I think I might do that with you all in a few days. It will be just a quick little tutorial, kind of like I did with this one with the extended sunburst. It'll be something similar to that, but it's just another fun little square. So let's look at the sweater. I finished it. This will be just like a really nice little like fall sweater to wear over like a little top and jeans. Here's the back. I did not do any kind of fancy trim or anything like that. I did a simple cuff, simple little cuff, and then a simple trim. Nothing fancy, but I'm going to put it on and I'll show you what it looks like. Came out really cute. It's just one of those like, I'm just flopping around the house in this kind of sweater. I don't know. I like it. I'm just trying to decide if I need to put like a little closure on it. Can't decide. But I'm really happy with it. It's very soft and very, very just easy to wear. This is the Hirschner's Heathered, and I bought 2 4-packs. I think I already went over the colors, but yeah, really, really happy with it. Knotty by Maxine, her channel, she's doing the Project Linus. And so I have committed to making at least one blanket for a young woman. I was thinking like 12 or 13, but now I'm thinking more a little bit older. Because I don't know, I feel like they don't get quite as much attention. And so maybe a little bit older, like 16 or 17. And I have already started accumulating the yarn for that project, and I'm very excited about it. I'll be showing that to you in my next video. But it got me thinking about what kind of service project I want to do on my channel. Because last year I did the hats, and I think I'm going to do those again. The hats are just so dear to me because there's a history. Like when my daughter was going through her chemo, and she lost her hair, and it was just, and she was 17 at the time, and it was really, really hard on her. And I just loved making the hats. And so 17 the second time she was diagnosed, 14 the first time. And they really bring me joy, and I love making hats. And then of course I've told the story about our hat club that we had in Nashville. And now that I'm moving back, I'm like, maybe I just need to do a hat project. But I also wanted to make hats for the kids up at the Rancheria where I work, because they do a big thing up there too, like a big Christmas thing. They do a back to school thing. So I don't know, but I definitely have decided that I'm going to do a hat project. But what I'd like is for you all to join me in this hat project. So the same way that Maxine is doing her project, she's having everybody send the blankets to her. The thing is, shipping is very expensive. And so I'm going to say, You can ship your hats to me if you want, but you do not have to. You can just find a local chapter in your area, and I'll even help you. If you, because I've got some connections. So if you live, say you live in a small little town in Atlanta and you don't know where to take your hats, I will help you find where to take your hats if you want to make some hats with me. I thought it might be fun to do like everybody should make like 2 hats at a minimum, 5 hats at a maximum, or something like that. I don't know. Or is it, make as many as you want. I don't care. It's just I want to do this project. And so if that sounds like something that you would be interested in, stay tuned, because we'll be talking about it more in the next month or so. I think I'll probably start it in October. October. So just stay tuned for that. I'll be putting out more information. Hats are easy. We can share patterns. So if somebody finds a really good pattern, a free pattern, we can share those and make a bunch of hats. I just think that would be really fun. So stay tuned on that project. I have this yarn and I have 6 skeins of it. And I bought it because I was going to make socks, and then I was going to make a couple of hats with it. But I have this yarn. It's from Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn. It's a print, and it's called Prairie Grass. And I think it's so pretty. I used to really dislike this yarn. I did not like this yarn the way that it was spun at all, but now I'm totally obsessed with it. And so I've been trying to decide what to do with this sweater. I mean, maybe that's what I need to do with this yarn. I thought about just doing like the squares with this color, and then trimming it with one of the colors in here, like that pretty orange or that coral. I don't know, but I just love this yarn. I think it's so pretty. And then there was also this one that I fell in love with. These are right near me. That's why I'm grabbing them. But this is another one that I would love to maybe make that shawl with the hood that I just finished. I think would be gorgeous out of this. What do you think? Look at those colors. Stunning. I would wear this for sure. Okay, well, I just filmed a 10-minute video and realized that I was not recording. So I am frogging the sleeves to this fall sweater so I can get it finished, because fall is almost here and I want to wear it. And so I need to get these sleeves done. I don't want to frog too much. And so I am frogging this sleeve, and then I'm going to get started on it. I bought the yarn. I have it. I'm ready to go. It's just a matter of sitting down and getting these darn sleeves done. My goal for the next, for the rest of the year is to continue to find interesting ways to add collars and trims and cuffs to granny square sweaters and to the hexagon sweaters. That's really my goal. I don't know about y'all, but do you ever like have dreams about designing crochet items, or you just have dreams about them? I do it all the time, and that's typically how I fall asleep. I have terrible insomnia, and so, well, it's not so terrible. It's not so terrible anymore, but it was terrible for a long time. It's getting better, but one of the ways that I help myself go to sleep is I think about yarn colors and how they go together, and then I design things in my head. And so oftentimes that makes me dream about crochet stuff. And about, I don't know, 2 or 3 months ago, I had a dream about a granny square, and I got up, got my crochet hook, got my yarn, and I started making the square, and it was so stinking cute. As soon as I finished it, I sent it to my friend Sarah, and I was like, look at this square I had a dream about, and I made it, and blah, blah, blah. The mistake was I didn't write the pattern down as I was making it. I have this little book that I keep with me all the time. And this is my crochet pattern book. But for some reason, I did not write it down. And here, just look at this. This is how I literally, look at that. That is how I write my patterns. Like, I can read it. Nobody else would be able to. So they're definitely top secret. I write like a doctor. But I didn't even write the pattern down. And so now I've been trying to figure it out, which is the same thing that happened with this cute little hat. I made this at Christmas time and everybody wanted the pattern. And I was like, uh-oh. And so I did finally figure it out. And I've been making a few more of these, but I'd really like to make one of these hats to go with this sweater with the funky, this is what I call the funky robe sweater. I'd like to make a hat that matches this so I can wear them together. Like when we go to like the Predators games, the hockey game in Nashville, I would wear this sweater and that hat and a pair of black boots. I would be so warm because that sweater literally weighs like 10 pounds. Okay, so one of the things I want to talk about is the yarn that I'm thinking about using for the Project Linus blanket. I have a huge tub full of Simply Soft yarn. Now, I have not used Simply Soft, oh my gosh, in years. But I actually made one of my most beautiful Afghans I've ever made out of this yarn. And my mother-in-law, I made it for my mother-in-law, and she has passed, but my father-in-law still keeps, my ex-father-in-law, still keeps that blanket over his computer chair in his computer room. And the last time I was over there, which was maybe a year ago, I saw it still there, and it just still is I mean, this blanket's got to be almost 30 years old, and it looks like it is brand new. Again, not a huge fan, but it actually feels a lot better than what I remember it feeling like. You know, it still has that kind of slippery feeling, and it's got a sheen to it. But the colors that I have in here, those are two different. Wouldn't these be amazing colors for a young girl's blanket? I mean, these are just the epitome of, that's probably not the right word, but they just are such perfect colors for a young girl's blanket, or a young woman's blanket. So I'm thinking, I think I have like 33 skeins of this yarn, this Karen Simply Soft. I don't know. What do you think? I think that would be the way to go for just because I know how well that blanket is held up. I'm like, why don't I just make it out of that? But I'm going to do a quick little sample and see how it works up. It feels a little thin to me, but I don't know. It's easy to work with. It's got fun colors too. Like there's so many fun colors in there. I think this might work, actually. I have picked the pattern. The only thing that I was trying to figure out was the colors and the yarn and the colors. And I think I might have solved the problem because this, actually, I'm quite shocked because I'm a pretty loose crocheter. That's actually a pretty good texture in there. Like it's not floppy. It's got a good stability to it. I think, try one more row. I think I might have found the answer to my question. yeah, done deal. I got it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use all this Simply Soft yarn to make the Afghan for the Project Linus. See how easy that is? Now, in the yarn haul, the Marketplace yarn haul that I got, for those of you who haven't seen the Marketplace yarn haul, if you go back to the Crochet and Chat playlist, you can find it there. I think it's like 3 videos back. I can actually post it in the description, but it's a super fun video because I had like found this amazing deal on Marketplace where this elderly woman was selling all of her yarn because she couldn't crochet anymore, which is so sad. And she has decided to start sewing now. And she wanted the yarn to go to a good home, and it did. For sure. I love it so much. And all of this yarn, this Simply Soft, was one of the big batches of yarn that I got from her. But in that yarn haul, I also got these 2 little weird packages of yarn. I don't think it's like great yarn, but they're so fun. Like, what would you do with something like this? I don't even know if it's soft. It makes me think it's probably not soft. Oh, it's kind of like Simply Soft. So it's actually pretty soft. It's softer than I expected. Here it says gloves, hats, and scarves are a great thing to make with this yarn. It doesn't give much information, but super fun colors. So I was like, what do I do with this? Maybe I should put this in the community side of my base camp in Tennessee. So like it'll be something that maybe a new student or somebody who comes in and says, oh, that's cool yarn, I want to make something with that. I think that's what I'm going to do with this. And then I have this other one. This is called, I don't know what it's called. Lodred? Look at all these colors. And these are 50-gram balls, whereas those, I don't even know what size these are. "12 mini skeins, made in China," I figured. But it doesn't say how big the skein is. I'm maybe thinking like very little, very little. But this one, let me see how soft this yarn is. I have no idea. This is a little scratchy. Dry in the shade. It says to use a 5.5 hook. It's 50 grams. Made in China. I'm sure there's probably all kinds of weird chemicals on this. I don't know if it's even worth playing with. Lodred Crafts Team. Not much information. Oh, there's a couple of hooks that came in there. I didn't even see those. This looks like a Temu thing. So I'm going to probably put this over in the community area as well. And people can, if somebody wants to play with that, they can. But yeah, I think I found out, I think I figured out what it is I'm going to do for that project. So we'll be using the Caron Simply Soft with a 5.5 hook. And in my next video, I'll show you the actual pattern that I'm going to use. And hopefully I'll have some done by then. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video today. It's just kind of a fun little crochet and chat. And I will see you soon, my friends. Bye-bye.